baby back there.
That fight continues. Apparently in the back between Matt Locke and Skylar Cremosa. I don't know who's going to break that up.
Meanwhile, Catching Fire continues.
It's triple threat time. As you can tell, the MPX addicts always happy to see Man back in the building.
Man who we've seen a handful of times here at MPX, looking for that one big win to propel him up the card. Tonight could be the night.
I think tonight is the night for the problem child, Man to pick up a big-time victory.
The following triple threat contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from the south side of Chicago, Illinois, the problem child, Man.
Well, he's going to be stepping foot in there with a former MPX champion in Exodus Prime and the debuting Cappuccino Jones, who I've been looking forward to. Tyler, I've seen a lot about Cappuccino Jones online throughout social media. He's gained quite the following, and he's making his MPX debut here tonight.
The Cappuccino Jones, Pro Wrestling's Caffeine. He says he's the star that brings in the bucks. He's got a chance to prove that here tonight in his MPX debut.
So he's got the cup of Joe in hand. I mean, it is cold outside.
I mean, it is a good day for coffee. But when you're Cappuccino Jones, I think every day is probably a good day for coffee.
Some nice little coffee house jazz playing Cappuccino Jones to the ring. I like it. I dig it. My only complaint is that he didn't bring a cup for me, but I'll talk to him about that later.
Maybe next time.
I gotta put that mobile order in.
I already got my Liquid Death, by the way, from El Jefe. Just wanted to point that out.
Introducing the second participant from Coffeeville, Kansas, Cappuccino Jones.
As the addicts get their first look at Cappuccino Jones, Man back in the other corner doesn't seem overly impressed. He might not be a coffee guy.
Not everyone is, that's all right. But Cappuccino Jones, with his cup of Joe on the back of his vest here tonight. But here's the man that they both should be worried about. The former MPX champion, the final boss himself, Exodus Prime.
The Exodus Prime, the longest reigning MPX Addicts champion in history. Coming to the ring, ready to take on two opponents here in this triple threat match. You know, everybody this time of year in MPX, they've got their eyes set on the Texas Rumble. You look at a guy like Exodus Prime, somebody you got to think, should he be entered into that matchup, would immediately become a favorite.
I know Exodus Prime was a little bit upset when I talked to him earlier that he was not made a part of the tournament here tonight that began tonight to determine number 30 in the Rumble. A lot of guys wanted a spot, but MPX management only chose those four.
And now we're down to two.
And their opponent from Oak Cliff, Texas, the final boss, Exodus Prime.
Exodus Prime showing up and ready to show out here tonight for MPX's Catching Fire. You know, we heard from Aaron Eagle and D. Tommy Becker earlier. We just heard, before it was interrupted by Dale Cremosa and Matlock fighting through, we heard from Dataville and Kaimi. And an interesting strategy, I think, on their part, basically telling Eagle, hey, our beef isn't with you. We're here to take out Tommy Becker. I don't know if that's the right move or not.
Well, I think it's no secret what Kaimi and Dataville, what they have their sights set on tonight, and that is to soften up the MPX champion for Corey Wright.
And Man get in the face of both his opponents. Oh, there's some left hands from Cappuccino Jones. Huge right hand.
Cappuccino Jones wasn't waiting around to hear anything more out of Man Man.
And Exodus right away looking for the mass Exodus. Sends Jones into the ropes. Up and over. Prime with the leapfrog. Jones right behind him. Sends him back at the ropes. Leapfrog of Jones. Another leapfrog. And Cappuccino Jones. You talked about him being the shot of caffeine. I think he's got us all pumped up right now. But watch out for Man Man.
Well, that's the problem in triple threat matches. You get rid of one guy, you still got another one to worry about. Man Man getting himself right back into this one.
I think Man Man might be a little bit upset. You know, when he came into MPX, he didn't get any fanfare. Wasn't a lot of people talking about what Man Man can do. He hasn't made any friends. Cappuccino Jones comes in, huge right hand. Eats the European uppercut from Exodus Prime. Cappuccino comes in, not even his first match, and gets a nice ovation from the X. That's got to get under the skin of Man Man a bit.
Cappuccino Jones reversing Exodus Prime into the corner.
Oh, Enziguri, that might have caught Cappuccino Jones right in the chin. And Prime leaping European uppercut from the middle turnbuckle. This one might be over. No.
The Cappuccino just able to get that shoulder up. Obviously a quick loss like that, not the way you'd want to make your MPX debut. At Exodus Prime.
Oh, it might be a little contra code. No.
Oh, look at Man Man. Man Man up top.
Blockbuster on Jones, forcing him to DDT Prime. And Man Man with the advantage. Can he capitalize?
And Man Man coming back in, trying to pick up the scraps there and get the win. But again, Cappuccino still a bit too caffeinated, I guess, to go down.
And Jones sent face first in the corner. As Man Man one-on-one now with Jones. Exodus Prime on the outside. And now Man Man charging in. Bronco Buster. That'll decaffeinate you right away.
The final boss is back. Driving that elbow into the back of Man Man.
And Exodus Prime maybe looking for that Snapdragon. No, nice counter from Man Man.
Man Man sending him right into Cappuccino Jones.
And that kick right underneath the chin sends Prime back to the outside. And now Man Man with a cover, lateral press. Failing to hook the leg, only a 2 count, says referee Travis Trueborn.
A good strategy here nonetheless from Man Man. Getting rid of one, going for the cover on the other while he has the chance, while he's got the one-on-one. Now Cappuccino Jones firing back.
And a rake of the eyes. As Man Man, he gets pulled back. Half Nelson, suplex dropping. Man Man right on the top of his head. And Cappuccino Jones looking to do the same to Exodus. Nice counter from the final boss. Ducks the right hand, but Cappuccino Jones runs right into the back elbow. Oh, and Exodus was looking for that mass Exodus from the middle turnbuckle. Nice counter from Cappuccino.
Great catch from Cappuccino Jones. Sending Prime out of the ring, and now firing away here on Man Man with those jabs.
Man Man still on his feet. And now Jones, he calls that the Macchiato driver. Is this going to be enough? No. And the Macchiato driver, not enough to put Man Man down.
And Man Man barely able to kick out of that one. And Cappuccino Jones, he might look for it again here.
Oh, but Man Man driving Jones back into the corner. Several knife edge chops. And Man Man not letting up. Oh, there's one right to the throat for Exodus.
Man Man saw Prime coming back in. Look at that double neck breaker there from Man Man.
He was going to try to cover Prime, but Prime back to his feet. DDT driving Prime. Cover. Are we going to see an upset? No, only 2. Man Man now turning his attention back to Jones. Avoids the leg. Right to the back.
Well, Man Man thought he was ready.
There's that Snapdragon Prime was looking for earlier, but Jones back to his feet. And now Prime firing up.
But no time to breathe here in a triple threat match. Cappuccino
Face
Jones
first
planted.
to the mat. Is that enough? No. Exodus Prime trying to figure out what else he needs to do. Frustration, I believe, starting to set in for the final boss.
So Prime heading out to the floor.
Super kick on the floor to Man.
Hey, Prime making sure Man wasn't going to get back involved in this one. As now he goes back on the attack on Cappuccino Jones.
Almost a version of the submission move Prime used to use called the Prime Example. We haven't seen this in some time.
Look at this, he's got the arm locks on one side. That Dragon Sleeper in. But Cappuccino Jones able to break loose.
And that knee catching Jones. And now Prime might be looking for the Contra code. If he hits this is going to be over.
Got the arms hooked.
No.
Oh.
Jones on his feet. A kick to the chest sends Prime backwards. But here comes Man. Shotgun drop kick sends Jones into the corner.
Well, this could be the chance for Man. He's looking to put Cappuccino away.
Man from the turnbuckle. No, Prime is back up. Man up top. Splash, no! Prime caught him with a mass exodus.
Right on top of Cappuccino Jones.
Over, hooks both legs. Exodus